My name is Samuel Atta, a turkey farmer, the CEO of Clover Farms Ghana, and I started this turkey farming business last 3 years ago, right after my national service. That's where I ventured into turkey farming. Okay, I got my inspiration from a friend and a colleague whom we've been playing from childhood to date. He does turkey farming and other farming aspects as well. And I'm an animal enthusiast, so I decided to venture into turkey farming as well. So I even got my first flock from him, and that's what inspired me to get into turkey farming. Not the economic aspect per se, but me being an animal enthusiast, decided to try the turkey farming and see how it will goes. Currently, I've been raising turkeys for 3 years now, about 3 years now. Okay, my first experience with turkey farming, I didn't know much about them. I got my first flock before learning most of the things from them. Yeah, I didn't even know that the beard was part of the turkey meal. So when I came, I decided to cut it because I saw it to be a rope. So my turkey farming business, I got my first flock before learning more about them and getting to know how they behave, how they do their things. That's how my experience came about. So the first step to take when starting a turkey farming business is you have to get your capital ready. Your capital plays a vital role because you have to provide a house for them. You have to get the best. You have to get their feed and their water and everything. So first of all, you need a capital to start up. So before you start the turkey farming, get your capital, know more about turkeys, get an expert to coach you, and you are good to go. The land required for turkey farming or the space required for turkey farming is quite relative. It depends on your number of birds. As turkeys do require a lot of space, ideally they are birds who like foraging around. So if you can have a semi-intensive style of farming, that one is very good. That you have to manage them in such a way that they are not going to contract diseases and spread among themselves. So if you can get a very nice, very good space for them, that one will be more adequate than getting a confined space which they will be packed. No, that one is not accurate for them. Ideally, they are supposed to be moving around, and it even helps them exercise a lot. Other than that, they will eat the food and they will become very heavy. They will even end up dying because fat will accumulate in their body system. So if you get a very nice spacious place for them, they will be able to move around and exercise a lot. The best breed for our local climate, uh no our climate is such a way that it can accommodate even foreign birds. It can accommodate even foreign birds. Just that the best breed for our climate system is that if you get the normal heritage breeds, that's the being it local, the hybrid, or even if there has been an improvement of the hybrid, which is the F1 hybrid, they can, it's very good. Any of this is very good for our local climate, since they can stand any weather condition within our climate system. The money someone needs to budget before starting a turkey farm is quite relative. Depends on the number of birds that you want to raise. At what age do you want them? Do you want them at day old? If you want them at day old, your cost will come down. If you want them at mature, your cost will go up. And it's quite relative with the number of birds that you want to intend to raise. So with an assumption that if you want to raise like 50-day-old birds, you have to get your birds their feed till they reach somewhere around 7 months. Yeah, 7, 6 months. Depending on the breed, if it's foreign, you can sell it off around 5, 6, 7 months. You can sell foreign birds around 5, 6, 7 months, and you get your capital. So the money you need to venture into turkey farming is quite relative. You need to know the aspect that you want to venture into. Maybe you raising them from day old or using the matured ones. So it's relative, and how you want to do it is quite relative. I recommend going with the pods or the day olds or the matured one. Okay, any of them depending on how you want it to be. But with my recommendation, I'm likely to recommend the matured one. The matured one is quite okay. If you can brood them for yourself, ideally they are supposed to lay on an average when they reach 7 months. So if you can brood them from day old to 7 months before they lay, that's fine. But if you get a mature two, they will lay very soon for you. So depending on how you want it, which that one is relative depending on how the person wants to raise the bird. So getting the day old brooding aspect and everything, if you are someone who has limited time, then day old is not for you. Getting day old, then you have to go in directly for the matured ones. Yeah. So that one too is quite relative depending on how the farmer wants to raise or establish their turkey farm. The type of housing which is best for turkeys is having a confined place where the rainwater will not get direct access to them, and maybe during the daytime you will let them forage around and be pecking greens. Is very, very, very good for them. But if you have a confined place, there are some measures that you have to put in place to keep your birds healthy all the time. Okay, the equipment that is more essential when it comes to their feeding and drinking aspect is getting a feeder and a drinker. Yeah, you have to get a feeder which they will be eating from, and a drinker. If you get the automatic ones, that one will help you a lot, because if you get any other bowl, they will end up defecating or going to feed. They will end up defecating in that bowl, and if they continue to consume the contaminated water, it will cause issues for them. So if you can get automatic drinker which will be placed at a safer place where they will not be defecating into them, that one is fine. And then as well as their feeder, if you can get a very good feeder which is quite automatic and that they can't defecate in it, that one too is very good for them. So you have to get a feeder and a drinker. That's quite essential. Ventilation and temperature is very important when it comes to turkey farming, because the turkeys don't like heat. Turkeys don't like heat. It will be best if they get enough space and a proper ventilation. If the ventilation is fine, air goes in, air comes out, there won't be so much heat. There won't be too much heat in the coop, so it will prevent other heat stress. It will prevent heat stress and other diseases which is caused by excess heat. So the ventilation and temperature aspect is very important when it comes to turkey farming. Okay, when it comes to feeding turkeys, when they are young, you have to make sure that the protein aspect of their feed is quite more. So normally what most turkey farmers do is that we normally give them a starter, broiler starter feed, which has a protein content of 22 to 23%. It really helps them a lot. It helps them to develop fast, since protein helps in developing fast as compared to other nutrients. So since they are deals, you have to give them broilers when they are young. You have to make sure that the protein aspect is quite good for them, but the protein shouldn't be too much for them. If they turn out to get too much protein, they will get more weight and they will end up not having strong bones to restand their weight. So normally what we do is that if you give them the protein for some time, for about 4 weeks, then you change the feed to grower mash. Change the feed to grower mash. Then after grower mash, then you change it to lower layer when they're about to lay. You are not supposed to give them protein throughout. Give them the protein when they are young, but the protein shouldn't be more than required. You give them more than required, they will end up getting bow legs. See that their legs can stand the weight that they are picking at that tender age. So the frequency of which they should be giving feed depends. It can be in the morning and in the evening. That schedule, it can be in the morning and in the evening. That's the frequency. But with water, you can change it every 24 hours. I mean, what I do is that I do change the water for the young birds, the deals, every 12 hours. I do change them every 12 hours because they turn out to defecate in the waters easily. So I do change them every 12 hours, and that one really helps. If you as compared to the matured ones I change them every 24 hours. Every 24 hours, they will change their water. Okay, there are other options if you want to reduce feed cost. No, getting the commercial feeds is quite expensive as compared to preparing your own feed. And if you are to prepare your own feed, you need to talk to an expert to guide you on how to prepare turkey feed. There are some concentrates on the market which is not recommended for turkeys, so you have to get to know all this before you prepare your own feed. If you prepare your own feed, the price will come down small. Again, there are some waste which turkeys do consume, especially the ayu from what they use to prepare the ayu cocoa. Yeah, ayu cocoa, that's how they call it. The waste, the residue, you can use that and mix that with, if you have broiler starter over, you mix it with broiler starter and you give it to your birds. They'll be fine. You can get that ayu cocoa, mix them. You can sometimes even give them leftover feeds, being it rice. When they give it, you only give this to the matured ones. You can only give what I'm saying to the matured ones. You don't give to the daywoods. No, you can't give leftover food to daywoods. Give to the matured ones only. With the matured ones, they can consume leftover feed. So if you are starting on a large scale and you want to reduce feed costs, you can get canteen leftovers. When you visit a school, you can get their canteen leftovers. Other restaurants, they can give you their leftovers, and you can give that leftover feed to the mature turkeys, and they will give you the result that you expect as well. Okay, so if you want to keep your turkeys healthy and stress-free, then you have to make sure that you follow proper biosecurity system. And whenever you notice that one bird is not feeling well, or maybe sometimes what mostly affects turkey farmers is that when they see that there's this particular disease in their flock, maybe out of the flock, out of 10 birds, it has affected maybe 4. He will end up treating all of them. So he will not isolate the 4 out of the 10. He will end up treating all of them. Then the other 4 will end up giving the disease to the other 6. So ideally, the number doesn't matter. Even if they are 9, you have to isolate the 9 and leave the one that is healthy, and treat all of them. Sometimes some bird can contact a disease and it will never show a sign or symptoms about that disease. So you have to treat all of them on the same medication that you'll be giving to them. So if you want to keep them healthy, follow proper biosecurity system. And make sure if you are vaccinating them, you give them the right vaccination on their right vaccination schedule, and give them their required feed and water throughout the routine of their life. Okay, the common turkey disease, the common turkey disease that is normally seen is fowl pox. It's fowl pox. The other disease, we have turkey coryza. We have turkey coryza. Normally people call it infectious coryza. You have infectious coryza as well. With the fowl pox, it can easily be prevented. If you prevent mosquitoes from entering their coop. If you don't allow mosquitoes to enter, they are not going to get fowl pox. So there's a strategy that you can adapt. The young ones, you can give them light at their younger age till maybe somewhere around 8 weeks or 9 weeks. The likelihood that they will get fowl pox is very low. It's very, very low, because whenever mosquito enters enter their coop, they will peck it. They will try to peck it. So it will not be able to bite it. No, it's mostly spread by mosquitoes. The fowl pox is mostly spread by mosquitoes. If your bed is situated at where mosquitoes are more, then there's a likelihood that they will contact the disease even before you vaccinate them. So you have to take note of that. And then when they get the fowl pox too, you can use any strong antibiotics to fight it. But mostly I do recommend penicillin-based antibiotics. So if you have any antibiotic which is penicillin-based, you can give it to them and it will heal them. So the necessary vaccines for turkeys, especially if you mix your turkeys with chicken, you have to give them all the chicken vaccinations. If you are mixing them with chicken, you have to give them all the chicken vaccination as well. But if you are doing turkeys separately, you have to give them first Newcastle, second Newcastle vaccine, and if possible, you can give them the third Newcastle. You can stop over there. You can give them the first Gumboro, and you can give them the first fowl pox and the second fowl pox vaccine. Yeah, so these vaccines are very important for them. Newcastle vaccine, Gumboro vaccine, and fowl pox vaccine, very important. Okay, so if you want to spot early sign of illness of your turkey, you have to first of all perform a routine inspection. Sometimes the nature of the bird will tell you that no, this bird is not feeling well. Sometimes you have to check their coop, especially when they are tender age. Their poop color determines whether they are getting sick or not. So if their poop color is turning from the normal color, which is, if your poop color is turning to be abnormal color, then you get to know that no, this bird is not feeling well. They are not feeling well. There are some signs and symptoms that they will show. Sometimes they will gasp for air. Then you should know that no, it's having a respiratory disease. Then you have to tackle that one. So with the early signs, you have to check uh, performing a routine inspection, go through, walk through, find someone which is too timid and trying to find a place very cool to lie, then it means no, there's something with this turkey. And sometimes too, especially with fowl pox, you will see the pox on the skin, especially on the head and sometimes on the leg. It can even be in their mouth. So you have to check that one as well. And also with a turkey coryza or infectious coryza, that one you can see that their face is swelling. Gradually, the face is swelling. Around their chin is swelling. And you see that there's some liquid-like mucus which is packed in that particular spot. Whenever you notice that, you know that, oh no, this turkey is not feeling well. Okay, for turkeys to reach market weight, it depends. It depends on the breed, but mostly for foreign breeds, approximately 5 months. 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, you can sell them off. 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, you can sell them off. Especially with the foreign one, they tend to become very big and appreciate in size in no time. So 5, 6, 7 months, you can dispose. But with the heritage one, from 10 months and above, you get to know that they are now beginning to be appreciating size. They're now beginning to appreciate in size. So with the heritage breeds or the hybrid breeds, unless somewhere around 10 months, getting to a year. But with the foreign one, 5, 6, 7 months, you can dispose it well because it's at rich market size already. Okay, the average profit per turkey depends on the breed. The average profit on a turkey depends on breed, and it depends on how, it's quite relative. It depends on how the farmer is brooding them, how the farmer is raising them. Being economically, a farmer can raise a bird for their day old and sell their day olds off and allow the bird to lay again and sell their day olds. That can be the routine of the farmer. Some too can raise them from day old and sell all the matured ones. So that one too is quite relative. From the profit from someone who, the farmer A, who sells the day olds off, will be recurring. Going to come after 2 months, it will come after 1 month, it will come. But if you raise them and sell them off, you receive your profit in a lump sum. You receive your profit at once. It's not going to be recurring unless maybe you raise them again, you raise a different flock again. So that one too is quite relative. It's quite relative. I do both, and I can't specify with the profit margin. I can't specify with the profit margin because I do both. Okay, for on how I find buyers for my market, I normally put it on social media. The social media is now a powerful tool, and people there will call you that they want this, they want that, and if I have someone, if the price is high for the person will try to negotiate. But normally, I do mention fixed price. I do mention fixed price. I don't put higher prices for clients to come and negotiate. So I just put it on social media, and if someone is interested, they will come. And if the person is not in my locality, we will deliver it to the person. Also, there are instances that people who buy from us will recommend us to others, and they will come and patronize us as well. So that's how I get buyers for my market. If you treat your customers good, you will not even advertise for the product. People will come and they will tend to be the ones to advertise your product for you. Okay, I normally sell live birds. There has been an instances that I've dressed a bird to someone outside Ashanti region though, but it has been once. I did that once, and that's the only aspect that I sold the dressed bird to someone. Normally, I sell the live ones. I saw the live one. So the biggest challenge in turkey farming now is the feeding aspect. That's the whole is a challenge which is cut across all aspects in farming, animal farming. The feed cost of feed. You know, cost of feed always appreciate. That's what I've known. It's always appreciated. It has never depreciated. The cost of feed keeps on going high, and normally if the feed goes high, you are forced to increase the price of the birds. But then, looking at our economic situation, people will not tend to patronize you if you increase the price of your birds. Yeah, so feed, the cost of feeding is the issue at the moment in turkey farming. Yeah, but there are other ways that you can use to reduce feed costs as well. But currently, the main challenge in turkey farming is the the cost, cost of feed. Okay, so the advice I would give to a beginner who wants to start turkey farming is that it's not that difficult as you perceive it to be. You can do it. You can do it. Especially many farmers do run from brooding, but brooding will be quite easy for you. If you only say that you want to do it, you can do it. Yeah. If you say you want to do it, you can do it. There's this lesson that I took from a senior course mate when I was at the university is that you shouldn't join the masses. If everybody is saying that turkey farming is difficult to raise them, if everybody is saying that, you shouldn't join the people. You shouldn't join everybody saying that turkey farming is very difficult to venture it into. To venture into, you just have to have a psych your mind in such a way that you can do it. If someone has done it successfully, then why can't you do it? Yeah, it's just like mathematics in school. Some people perceive mathematics to be very difficult, but if you really understand mathematics, you get to know that mathematics is never difficult. So you can really do it. You can really do it. Just have an expert who will coach you, find some time and practice it more. Practice nears perfection. So if you practice more, you near being perfect. So that's the best advice. You can do it. You can do it. We are located at Kumasi Fade. And there's a town called Bonfa. When you reach Fade and you ask of Bonfa, they will direct you. That's where we are located. Our telephone number is 024 888 2118. 024 888 2118. Thank you.